Hey everyone, it's Stephanie 1111 Witchy Babe, and this is going to be Leo Energy's reading for November. And by energy, I mean anywhere you have Leo. If you have Leo in your chart at all, this reading is for you, not just for suns, moon, and rising. So get your chart out if you don't have it memorized. See if you have Leo, or see what other placements you have there, because you already listened to this one. And check out the other videos attached. The other thing I wanted to talk about before I get started is that I did decide to open up shop again. Yesterday I said it was closed. Today it is going to be open. I am asking for a week, and that is on the information when you order it, in order to get your reading back to you, as I'm still arranging my schedule in order to do a little bit better job with getting these things out as my dealing with my life adjustments. So let's see. I think that is it. Oh, the website is 1111witchybabe.com, and that's where you can book the reading if you would like to book a personal reading with me. And I have a different options on there. And I also, there it is. I was like, there's something else I'm forgetting. I decided to go ahead and run a sale for as like a reopening, I guess, thing. So if you have ever thought about booking with a reading with me, now would be the time if you'd like to save some money. All right, let's jump into this reading. It is a little bit different. I was told and guided to do a channeled message, per se, that has nothing to do with the month of November for you guys, but just something that you need to hear. And I'm doing that in case you guys like these cards, with the Vintage Wisdom Oracle by Victoria Mosley. So the cards that came out for that message are Celebrate and Balance. I feel like there is, like, it's a very light energy that's coming out right now. I feel like what's going on for you, what you guys are needing to hear, is that if there's been situations going on in your life where you feel like you've lost something, or you feel like you've lost something, and it's not going to be like, it's not like a heavy feeling. It just might be like, maybe it's a friend, maybe it's a hobby, maybe it's whatever it was consuming your time or finances. If you feel like you've lost that, you haven't. And what has happened is you brought balance into your life, and you're kind of being told to celebrate that change, whether or not you perceive it as bad or not, like when it happened or still now, because it truly has brought balance into your life. And I feel like the celebration comes because you personally took it in a very positive way. And that might sound weird to you, because maybe if you're resonating with me on this, you're going to be like, well, no, I was really upset, and I was probably an asshole, and I was yelling at my guides and blah, blah, blah. I'm not necessarily saying that. You can have emotions. There's nothing wrong with having emotions and being upset and sad. And, we're humans. Our guides know that. They're not human right now. They're not dealing with this realm. They're not in this density. So they know, that you have to deal with human emotions. And that's perfectly okay. But the way you went about it, like the way you got yourself together after it, the way you handled creating, the way you brought that balance into your life, the way you didn't resist it as much as you could have, you should celebrate that, and you should be happy about that. Should you celebrate by throwing yourself a big party, Leo? I don't know if you want to, but what I mean by celebrate that is just really recognizing what you've done. You've done something that's really awesome. You were able to release something so you could bring balance into your life. And I feel like there's some sort of reward that comes with that. I don't know what that reward is. I don't know if it's going to be tangible. It could be for some, or it could just be an energy that is provided to you that allows you to create things that you're wanting to create. I feel like there is this there's this metamorphosis that happened with those butterflies there, a metamorphosis within you. And so just really celebrate and see where you, take a look at where you were mentally, maybe I'm hearing 3 months ago compared to now. All right, let's go ahead and dive into the reading portion. Let's take a look at your general energy for the month of November, Leo. Eight of Pentacles. Yep. So this is kind of a boring energy, which if you don't like that, go listen to Gemini, because but it's we, because I'm part of it, got a fucked up reading. So be happy with boring. But it's good. It's honing your skills. It's working hard. You're coming up at the end of a cycle in regards to, I feel finances is linked in with this too, but we will look specifically at finances. I feel like this is just like a month of work, of continued progress, of perfecting skills that you already have It might be a very, like, I'm feeling successful month in regards to work for you. I'm also hearing recognition. Not that recognition comes with that card, but that's just what I'm hearing. So you might be getting recognized for your hard work, or maybe you need to recognize yourself. Like really, like again, that celebrate. But you could have some sort of celebration coming through in regards to your work. Let's see what else was coming up here. Oh, the Five of Wands. So, you know what? Like when you do well, you usually end up having like something else that doesn't go so well for you. And what I'm getting with that Five of Wands is it might be a month where you are having to perfect your skills and stuff, but you might also be facing more opposition than you have been in regards to other people and their opinions. So maybe other people are noticing you and they're getting a little bit jealous of where you're going and what you're doing. And so they're being a bit combative. So it's not a big deal at all. It's something to be mindful of. The best thing you can do is really to keep that perspective of this is them projecting their own insecurities about what they're doing onto you and has nothing to do with you or what you're doing. The worst thing you can do is let their opinions impact you and let them stray you from the path that you're going. So we are coming up on the holidays for many people. We are coming up on times that we go around family. I would say that this could be, you know, these conversations at the dinner table about what you're doing. And if you're doing something that that family member doesn't approve of, maybe there's some sort of conflict. Is it their life? No. Do they even know what they're talking about? More than likely not. So just, you know, like, be like, okay, thanks for your opinion. Like, whatever. Like, just, it doesn't need to impact you. It's going to bother you. It's going to make you want to argue. It's going to make you want to stand up for yourself. It's going to bring that Leo, that pride out. But it's not going to benefit you by engaging it. And it's not going to benefit you. It's not going to change. You're not going to change these people's minds. Like, you're not going to be able to beat it out of them. Okay. So that just expect a little bit of conflict. It's not a big deal though. Like the Five of Wands of any of the conflict cards is, to me, in my personal experience and with clients, is just these stupid, petty arguments that we get in that we're pissed, but then we don't really remember like maybe a month later, right? All right, let's go ahead and take a look at what's the main lesson is for you this month for Leo energy. The Hanged Man. And actually, this came out reversed, and I'm taking it as so. So when the Hangman is reversed, it's that illumination. It's that understanding of why you were in any type of hangman situation, which I feel like you guys were. Because you had, again, there was something that had to be released. There was something that had to be sacrificed and let go. And you dealt with that and you processed it and you got into a state of balance. And now you're being told to celebrate it. And so you are coming illuminated to the fact of all of that happening. I feel like it's just kind of like this is a circle. It's a circle month. What I mean by that is like things are coming full circle and you're understanding why certain things that have happened in the last couple months did. Maybe it goes further back than a couple months, but the most part I'm picking up on is this would have been stuff that kind of went down over the summer. Yep. Ten of Swords. Cycle is done. You're bottomed out. That cycle's done. You learned that lesson. You took that loss like a champ. You moved past it. You found balance. You brought yourself back. And now you're working hard. You're focused. You're not letting other people's opinions get to you. You're not changing your direction based on what they think. And you are done with whatever cycle that was that you dealt with. So whatever you dealt with before that was, you had to release and let go. You don't need to worry about that situation anymore. You don't need to worry about situations like that anymore. I'm not saying that they might not come back around eventually, but for now, that is done and completed. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at relationships. You guys got a good reading. Like, this feels good. I feel energetic and I feel ready to go. And I feel like that's what you guys are going to be feeling. Relationships. Oof. All right, well, we got the Five of Pentacles. Let's go ahead and clarify that or get some more information. Oh, God. All right, well, Five of Pentacles in the Tower. When I was saying, let's look at relationships, there was a little nudge in me to mention that this is not just picking up on a romantic relationship for you guys, but your interpersonal relationships. And remember, I was saying you might have some conflict, you might have some people that are jealous of you. There could be, I feel like there's going to be, with that Tower and the Five of Pentacles, there's going to be this feeling of being kicked out of, for some of you, a social circle. For some of you, it could be family. Again, like, let's say you get into this argument with your family over your life choices or your path or whatever. I feel like a lot of you might be getting into things in regards to your spirituality and your beliefs. And maybe you have some very religious family members. Maybe it is a spouse actually as well that is, does not follow your path, and you end up getting into some sort of altercation with them. Not altercation, not like physical, but like an argument that's very, it ends up making you feel like you're kicked out. So this could be breakups. If you see that, I mean, I can't say it can't be. So some of you guys might be, relationships might be ending. And you feel kicked out. So it's going to be like the other person ending it, and it might come out of a total surprise, or it could be linked to an argument or conversation. But I feel like for most of you, what this is picking up on is a more like friends and family, where people are getting into these Five of Wands arguments, which then result in these other people taking that energy way more, like, they're like, you end up feeling abandoned and you're shocked by it. Maybe you get into an argument with a close friend and you guys argue all the time, and you're like, well, all of a sudden they're not talking to you anymore, and they don't want anything to do with you anymore, and you're like, wait, what? And like, you don't understand, like, well, how could just that little thing cause this? I definitely get the feeling you're shocked whatever happens, because I was shocked that those cards came out, and I'm shocked right now. Like, I'm feeling like this sense of post shock where you just kind of feel numb. That's how it's going to make you feel. But I don't feel like I feel like it's mostly friends and family. I'm not really getting much of a like actual love relationship vibe from this situation. Yeah, dude, the Emperor just came out, and that represents a father energy. And that is a spouse energy. So you could be there could be something that happens with, if you're married or in a long-term committed relationship, there could be something that happens with your spouse that really shocks you. It could actually have to do with finances. This could be a spouse losing a job. This could be their spouse coming clean about some financial stuff that you didn't really know about. Something of that nature. But again, I really feel like this is really geared towards family. When I saw the Emperor, it was mostly like, yeah, like this is like you and your dad fighting, or even, your mom. Like, this is like family. So just, again, okay. And this is going to, like, I don't know how close you are with your family, but I feel like whatever happens in regards to that, especially if it's about an argument about your path, your life, and what you're choosing to do, and your belief system, you're going to be fine. It's going to be a shock that this person kicks you out or walks away or doesn't want to deal with you anymore, or says whatever they say, or does whatever they decide to do. That's going to be the shocking part, but I don't feel like you're going to hold an attachment to the loss of that relationship. And I don't feel like it's permanent. I feel like, again, whoever is involved with this is jealous and is petty and has other stuff going on with them right now that is making them be more aggressive than they need to be. And they're making this decision, and it's not like the end all to be all. This is not the final like time you're going to speak to them or anything like that. It's not like that. That's why I don't feel like you're going to really care about it a couple months from now, because it will probably be resolved. But it will be shocking. It will make you see these people in a different light, and maybe that's what you need to see them as. Sometimes family can really hurt you. And sometimes you have to see people really for who they really are, and not a fantasy that you've built up from them because they are a family member and you've known them your whole life. And I feel like this person is kind of showing you sides to them that you weren't aware existed. And this break is definitely, it's a benefit for you, because what they're coming at you at is not something that you deserve to be come at like that. And they should respect your path and your decisions. So just know that, and don't think that that's the end all to be all, is my main message there. Okay, let's go ahead and we're going to take a look at the spiritual messages. And I'm using the Activations Oracle, Sacred Geometry Activation Oracle. I don't know who it's by. It says Lawn Art. Maybe that's who it's by. I thought that was the company. All right, let's see. What's going on spiritually? All right, we have communication. Sorry, guys. I'm going to take my throat is getting all weird. Okay, I had to take a sip of water. And so that's going to indicate to me there's some throat chakra stuff going on, but communication is a perfect card to come out with that. The frequency of communication supports our ability to exchange information in many different forms that reminds us to run every piece of information, both incoming and outgoing, through our heart, the center of our truth, to stay in the flow of source and balanced energy. And I feel like that is also just, there's some big conversation or something. And I'm all I'm picturing is people surrounded at the table. This would be people in the States that celebrate Thanksgiving, you know, and I see like parents sitting there, you know, grandparents, little kids and everything, and two people screaming at each other, just screaming at each other. And then somebody storms off. And it's like, I feel like that's just kind of that energy that this situation, this tower brings to you. And you need to make sure that in that moment you are speaking your truth and you don't absorb whatever it is this person is trying to lay onto, because they are projecting so much. Okay? They're really going through their own thing. And when that information is coming in, if you process it through your heart and you process it through your truth, you will see how it's incorrect. So if they are trying to say, well, I know you better than you know yourself and you can't do this, and it's your dad, it's your mom, it's your grandpa, it's your grandma, it's the person that took care of you, you know, whoever it is, if that's going through your truth and you're like, no, like, you don't know me better than I know myself, then don't take it. You're not going to be able to change whatever this tower is, because towers are fated. You're not going to be able to change what comes out of their mouth, but you don't have to absorb and carry their words with you. You can see them for what they are. If it goes through your heart and goes through your truth, you'll see the projections as they are. Okay? So let's get one more word of advice for you, but that's what's spiritually happening for you. There's some throat chakra activations, I'm going to say. There is some heart chakra activations as well. And you're going to be able to speak your truth and speak your piece. What's going on here? All right. Yeah, Six of Wands is your advice, and that's such a perfect card for Leo. Be you, Leo. Be you, stand true in you, stand true in your truth and your knowing and your inner knowledge and what you've been through. You possess the skills with that Eight of Pentacles. You possess the skills that you believe you possess, and you are honing them in, and you have every right to be proud of who you are and how far you've come at this point. So do that. And this guy is not letting any of these people around him knock him down with their opinions, with their wands. He's up on his horse, and he's good. All right. So that's your reading, guys. Let me know what's going on. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys so much for all of your comments and all of your likes and everything and subscriptions. But yeah, let me know what's going on, what your other placements are, how you're going to deal with the holidays, if that's something you're going to be doing this month. If you already know you have difficult family members. Yeah, so I will see you guys next reading, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your month. And I love you guys.